I joined the Navy in 1958. I actually quit high school to join the Navy. I was a first-class petty officer, and I was able to compete for a medical service corps commission, and I won. And you know, as the next enlisted in the Navy, if you've gone up through the ranks, which is what I did, you're called a Mustang. That's a very, very honorable position. And at the time, I was the youngest Mustang in the United States Navy. And I still didn't have a high school diploma. And I had never been to college. I didn't start going to college until after I was commissioned. I was on an aircraft carrier, the USS Oriskany, in the Tonkin Gulf during the Vietnam War in 1967. I knew of John McCain initially because he was a naval aviator on another ship. There was a very severe fire on the Forrestal, and McCain's plane literally almost blew up from under him. He managed to escape, and he could have gone back to the States like a lot of his squadron mates did, but he didn't. He stayed out on Yankee Station. He came over to my ship, joined my squadron, and I thought that was very honorable. He had a lot of money in the bank with me. He spent it. I vote for Barack over McCain for a few issues. Probably the one that was most important to me was the Iraq War. John McCain was a big supporter of the Iraq War. He was a promoter of the Iraq War. All I knew is that my mates in the service were dying at enormous numbers, and it didn't seem to be accomplishing anything. Barack was opposed to it from the very beginning. When he was just a state senator, you know, this is not right. He spoke out. He took a big risk, I think, because we were caught up in a fervor of patriotism. I was really surprised and pleased that he's been a good spokesman for veterans and active duty people, not for material, for people. All along he's been in the Senate. You see vote after vote after vote in favor of the Veterans Administration, in favor of policies for veterans. He supported the new GI Bill, and the opponent didn't. And I was shocked by that. He's doing more, I think, for servicemen than the serviceman who's running against him. When I contributed to the campaign, it was my own personal statement that this was too much. You know, I received the call that I was going to be one of the people that was selected to go to the DNC and see Obama, meet Obama. And, you know, I'm 67 years old, and most people my age don't get excited about things. I was beside myself. To meet this man that I valued so highly and that I had put so much emotional energy into and so much belief into. This is one of the great things in my life. And I've done some pretty interesting things in my life. This is pretty high on the list.